everything. And so the three girls, they have the sleepover and they have a great night. They go roller skating, they watch a movie, they mess around on the internet. Bella brings along her American Girl doll because that's how young they are. They still play with dolls. And in the morning, they eat donuts for breakfast and they play dress up. They're having a blast. Until after breakfast, Morgan and Anissa, they invite Bella to come to the park with them to play. On their way out, Morgan secretly grabs a steak knife from the kitchen and she hides it in her jacket. So they all three go over to the park and they eventually head over to the wooded area to play hide and seek. Now the plan is they're gonna unalive Bella, sacrificing her to Slender Man, and then afterwards hike all the way over to his forest mansion. Now the mansion is supposed to be hidden in Nicollet National Forest, which is about 300 miles away from them. So this is not a very well thought out plan. Regardless, they're playing this game of hide and seek, and Bella, she's just being her normal self. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, boom, Morgan tackles her, taking them both to the ground. And she sits on Bella's legs and she holds her down so she can't get up. And then Morgan takes the kitchen knife out and she starts sticking Bella. And Morgan ends up stabbing her 19 times. And when she's done, Morgan gets up and Bella's just laying there, bleeding all over the place. And then Morgan and Anissa leave, leaving Bella there to die. Then the two girls hike to a nearby Walmart and they wash up in the bathroom, and from there they start their hike to the forest where Slender Man's mansion is. Meanwhile, Bella is still laying on the ground, dying, and she's in pain and she can't breathe. But then she somehow finds the strength to stand up, and she stumbles from tree to tree as she makes her way to the nearest road. And luckily, a cyclist just happens to be biking past, and he sees Bella laying there in the grass bleeding, and he's like, oh shit, and he immediately calls 911. And then EMTs come and they rush her to the hospital, and before she's out, she's able to tell police exactly what happened and who did this to her. So then police go on a manhunt looking for Morgan and Anissa. And about 5 hours later, police